giving gifts or receiving gifts?
I like receiving gifts. Gifts is one of my love languages.
Okay. Most embarrassing moment.
Shitting in a river in Puerto Rico.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Los Wise Guys podcast. And whether or not you recognize that intro from somewhere else, don't worry, it's not porn. It's just a podcast. That's an inside joke for just being Disco right now. That's amazing.
That just happened.
It just happened. Anyway, so I am your host for today, Papa Sun Killer Dan, accompanied by Disco and AKA Emperor. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know if I wanted to go with Emperor or Lord, and then it messed me up with the AKA.
I'll be the MP.
The
MP
MP Disco. MP Disco.
That's me
So we
today.
got this. Yeah, normally if
Alright.
I am gonna do hosting, I prep a little bit. I haven't had any time to prep. I'm literally just like, let's just go. Let's just jump in
He
and do
just
the podcast.
walked off the street. He's like, yeah, let's do this.
Exactly. All right. So, a little impromptu episode. We got a change in plans and everything. So we only have Disco and myself today. And Disco, you came up with a good topic, something that we could do here. What was your plan there?
Originally I was trying to do this hot take type thing, but eventually it kind of just led into more of like just an interesting question type thing. So I found this website, thecoolest.com. They have this page where they have 84 questions that seem pretty interesting. So I thought maybe we could go down the list and see how we answer these questions, and I thought it would be pretty interesting to hear what Papa Sun Killer has to say about some of this stuff.
Let's go.
And
Let's go.
and myself
And the MP. What's the MP?
and the MP out here
Yeah.
will be wilding over here,
Exactly. So I just want to give a shout out real quick. So, like you said, it's thecoolest.com. This is written by a Kinet Sumadia. So shout out to you for giving us some content to do, Kinet. Thank you.
Oh yeah, because I was looking on some other websites, but like a lot of the questions felt the same. So and I saw this one, and they seem pretty interesting. So yeah. Kudos to Miss Sumadia or Miss. I don't know. Let me not
I think
judge.
you got it. I think you nailed it.
Kimet Sumadia.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. Just gotta say it with confidence. Just be confident.
No, I just didn't know if she was actually a female, so that
I
could
got
be
you.
like a
Just be confident. That's true.
Just be confident. You're a woman now.
Thank you, Cadet Spadia, and all you've done for this world. All right, so let's jump in. Do you want to just jump into the first question? I don't even remember what it is. So
yeah, I don't remember either.
Let's find out. We are going to be skipping some for you out there.
Yeah.
And also feel free to play along. You could always check out what's going on with the podcast. As a matter of fact, before we jump into it immediately, I kind of want you guys to go over and check out our stuff. Definitely go ahead and like and subscribe and share and rate and review and comment below and do all the things that get us out there into the world and into the ether and on people's eyeballs and eardrums. Get us inside.
If one of the questions pique your interest, just drop a comment. We'll be glad to comment back.
Yeah.
Create a little conversation.
Exactly. Let us know what's going on. We want to interact with you guys. Like I said, we want to be inside you. Let us know. And
inside your head, at least.
Also, you can be inside of us. All you have to do is go over to loswiseguys.com and you can see all of our content that's going on there. You could check out, anytime we have a new episode go up or YouTube video or just anything, about us. And you could also check out our social medias. It's going to be on loswiseguys.com. But guess what? I got our social medias right here for you guys right now. So check out.
Like, damn, you got their socials too, you hacker.
Got everybody's socials. Here it is. Steal our identities. But yeah,
Damn.
So LWG_Eslam, Emperor.Disco, and LWG_Dan Rosado. I'm the only one who put a full name for some reason. But go ahead, check us out. I put up a tweet on Twitter just last night because I couldn't sleep about a man on a bicycle twerking. It was funny. I enjoyed it, and a lot of people did. So without further ado, let's get into these questions here.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this.
All right. First off, hang on. Hang on a second.
That's us in high school. Just
what's
chilling
happening?
On some steps.
Why do they all look so unhappy to be there?
They all definitely look like they're not getting paid enough. They sat there for 8 hours. They couldn't get it right. Like
Like, I don't
That
know what it is,
girl in
like,
the green shirt was like eyeballing blue shirt, like some blue stripe over there. Like she just said some stupid shit. It's
now
like,
how come this girl over here looks like she started it? Like, she's instigating hard, like,
she
also,
pulled
if
the strings behind the scene. She's the instigator.
video version of this podcast, please do so because we were just laughing at these actors who were just paid probably from like Getty Images or something, just put on
Even
just
the
a bunch of it.
boys look like they're about to start some shit. There's
Yeah,
about to be a little stair fight. It's gonna
there's
be
a lot.
wild,
There's a lot
man.
happening. I mean,
I
they
feel like the
look
black
like
dude just doesn't even want to be there. He should just leave. Like,
yeah, it's like they look like they were just models hired for this. Like there was no direction. There was no, hey, try to be friendly. It's like, no, just sit there. Just sit there and figure it out. Anyway,
yep.
so let's jump in. And this hang on. This
Oh
is the complete
gosh.
opposite. This is the
Oh,
happiest.
this is wholesome. This is
these
wholesome. This is the
these are
Los Wise
professionals.
Guys in our prime. This is when we
Exactly.
used to hang out on the streets like wily creatures, just cheersing
Yeah,
champagne and mimosas. Look at my
exactly.
fro over there. That's definitely me.
I'm telling you, man, it's just a bunch of bad bitches out in the
Ah,
town. That's LWG if I've
oh
ever
yeah.
heard
Heck yeah.
it.
Los Wise gals.
Exactly, those wise gals.
Ah,
All right,
there we go. We
let's
made it
jump
to the
into
first
question
question.
number one. Oh man, I remember this when we were checking it out too. I was like, I don't have an answer, and I still don't, Disco.
Oh
So,
damn.
number one, if you could have a romantic dinner date with a famous person, who would that person be?
Uh, I, man, it's romantic. That kind of like I don't know.
I was just about to say, if you want, let's take romantic out of there. If you
I'm
could have a
gay.
dinner date with a famous person, who would that person be?
Um, uh, Billy Carson. I'm fascinated by this guy right now. I just found like his YouTube page. He's got like a bunch of cool theories on ancient Egyptians, and
Mhm.
he just seems like a very knowledgeable person. And he's got a lot of cool ideas. And definitely go check out his page. I think it's called Forbidden Knowledge on YouTube.
Okay. Okay.
I've spent like a bunch of hours this week just splurging on his interviews and his podcast, and I think it would just be such a stimulating dinner. He might find me boring, but I'm gonna be like
Oh yeah,
carrying out to his every word, just like tell me more.
I
He
got you.
has like fun theories about the Bible too, or like the devil like kind of orchestrated the Bible to kind of keep us like worshiping the wrong God, pretty
Mhm,
much. He's got some
mhm,
crazy theories. He's a
yeah.
cool dude. He's got theories on aliens and all the stuff that I like. So
Okay.
it
Okay.
would probably be him. If not him, Jason Momoa, because I like him. He's cool. And I
Just
liked
hanging
him in
out.
C. I stand with Baba Voss. He got me with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so either of those two.
See,
And
I
then my
oh, go
girlfriend
ahead.
would be jealous. My fiance would be jealous because I had dinner with Jason Momoa, and she'd be like, "Tell me everything." I'm
I
like,
mean, I feel like
"No,
you could have invited her. I feel like that was just your choice not to at that
no,
point.
I'm not though. This is just me and Jason."
First name basis already. No,
Yep, that
I
one
have to
will be
think about
romantic.
that's the moment, we take out the romantic part, I feel like it becomes a little bit easier. One of the first people that came to mind for me was Donald Glover.
Oh, that's a
Um
good one too. I like
Y
him.
yeah, Donald Glover, one of the most creative minds of our generation, to be honest. Somebody who, like, not only does he do, writing and acting and maybe directing, I'm not sure, but, like, that and his music even, like, this man's done it all from, like, comedy to serious stuff to horror, like, this
Yeah,
man just entertainment-wise, he's, like, the entertainment
yeah.
guru. He knows what
He's
he's doing.
multifaceted as heck. Yeah, and it's so cool because he has like his own persona in his music, and I actually really do vibe with his music. And
Mhm,
then he's like goofy on Community as an actor, and
mhm,
he's very versatile. And you could,
mhm.
it's just yeah, he's definitely like a creative genius.
Yeah.
That was a good choice. I like that for you.
Yeah, Donald
You,
Glover for sure.
you
Yeah,
two
and
look good
then
together.
thank you, appreciate that. And, what one other person, because when we were first talking about this, where you brought up wrestlers immediately, and I was just thinking, if I did do a wrestler, um, I'm trying to think, who would I want to have this dinner with? Who would I want to speak with? And it's really tough. As of right now, at this moment, I might wanna have this dinner with Chris Jericho. Um,
Oh,
yeah, so it's like, I mean, I'm not saying Jericho's, like, my favorite or anything, but it's one of those things where it's like, Jericho very much like Donald Glover. He's done multiple things, as of course we know him from wrestling, but he's the lead singer of Fozzy. He's written books, he's acted. He was a person on The Masked Singer a little while ago. Even like this man literally does everything. So it's like it's another person. It was just like I guess I enjoy talking to like the creative people and understanding their process. And Jericho, not only is he a creative person, he's one of the top level wrestlers in history. And of course, me being a wrestling fan, why wouldn't I want to speak to somebody as great as the Chris Jericho? I mean, the man started his own cruise. He the only ever wrestling cruise is the Chris Jericho's cruise.
I
The
didn't even know he had that. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
it's Chris Jericho's Rock and Wrestling Rager at Sea.
I'm gonna
Um,
tell my fiance that's what we're gonna do for honeymoon.
you go to the Jericho cruise. I would go to that. Just invite me to the honeymoon. Um, all right, so we got that.
At the end of the dinner, would you ask him to do the Walls of Jericho on you, like a super fan, or?
Oh no, no, no. See, that's a super fan. They'd be like, "Don't do the Walls of Jericho. Do one of your newer moves because that's not his finisher." That's the cool thing about Jericho. He's so
Oh,
innovative that he has multiple finishers, and his thing has always been like, you want to have a finisher that works on people of all sizes. So it's like I could do a move to Rey Mysterio and to Big Show, and it's believable. Not everybody thinks that way. It's like that's what I'm saying. Jericho has a
yeah.
great mind for the business.
It's the little details that matter, man. Seriously.
Absolutely. All right, so let's jump over to that next question. Disco. This is easy. If there
If
were
there are 25 hours in a day, oh, I thought you said my name because you wanted me to read
no,
it.
go for it. Read
How,
it. Go for it.
how would you spend that extra hour? If there are 25 hours in a day, how would you spend that extra hour? Uh, my first thought was 100% I'm sleeping. Like,
100%.
what? I'm
100%.
always tired. That extra hour is, man, that would come in clutch for like a
Need that.
power nap or something.
Need that.
Just, oh man.
Yeah. I don't have another answer.
I would vote. I think Biden needs to make a 25-hour day.
I don't think it's.
Time,
I mean, that's
time,
time. I think that's bigger than the
time,
U.S. president.
time is irrelevant. In America, we have 25-hour days.
It's funny because America would be the country to do that.
We already do everything backwards, like the
Yeah,
imperial system. We're just so stuck on that. Like
yeah. We would be
everybody
the
else is
country where
doing
it's like, you know
metric.
what? Come to U.S. We give you another hour.
Just come to the U.S. where you have to relearn everything because
Yeah,
we're stupid and we make things difficult for foreigners.
exactly.
Um.
All right,
All
this
right. What's
this
next?
next question, I think you kind of answered it already with the number one when you mentioned the first gentleman's name. I can't remember right now.
Yeah. Billy Carson. Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah. I
Billy
mean,
Carson.
I think it's the same. Yeah. Kind of similar to question one. So we could go to the next one.
Yeah, because I don't have one for three. I can't think of anyone at all. Let's see what we got here. If the dare is to get a tattoo, what truth or dare question would you never answer and just do the dare instead?
So what truth am I not trying to say? That's it. Why did they say it so confusing?
The way they worded it is so weird. Hang on. If the dare is to get a tattoo, what truth or dare question would you never answer and just do the dare instead? Okay, so what are you okay, but it's weird because you like tattoos and I enjoy tattoos. And I think that's what might be messing us up because essentially it's just like, what's a truth question that you would never want to answer? You'd be like, no, I don't want to do that. I'd rather get a tattoo. I feel like most scenarios, I'd much rather get a tattoo than answer a question, period.
Honestly, yeah, yeah. I'll get the tattoo.
Yeah, it's like,
I
I
don't know.
can't think
I'm
of,
pretty much an open book, so I don't.
no.
If you ask me something, I'll pretty much answer
Do
it.
I have to pay for the tattoo or can somebody else
I
do it?
know. Honestly, if it's part of the game, it's on you.
Yeah, it's like you're the one asking the question. I expect you to pay for the
I
tattoo.
got I got bills to pay. I can't be affording tattoos and stuff.
I got that tattoo money. Um,
Okay, okay.
all right. So
What is
what we
the
got here?
funniest comedy movie you've ever watched? The first movie that comes to mind for me is Step Brothers. I think that's the one movie I've seen probably over 100 times, and still could watch it without getting tired of it. I was definitely in my stoner phase. I watched it literally every day. So like I just loved it. It was the stupid humor and John C. Riley and Will Ferrell just together were unstoppable in that movie. I just love how they played off each other and just so
Hmm,
many memorable
got that chemistry.
quotes And then and at the end, the Catalina wine mixer, they had that little John C was on the drums, and I was actually surprised how Will Ferrell could actually sing at the end. Like I really was jamming to the Ave Maria, like or the last song he sang.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, what's yours?
It's funny because I had to think about it, and then it was like comedy movie. I was like, okay, so because instinctively, for anybody who's checking this out, definitely check out our last episode where we ranked the Rocky movies and we reviewed Creed 3. Because when we were talking about funniest movies, like one of the movie that makes me laugh all the time is Rocky 3, one of my all time favorite movies. But it's not a comedy movie, so it's like, all right, so that doesn't count. Um, so then I kind of think about it, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe Airplane. Um, Airplane is a classic. It's funny, very quotable. It's stupid slapstick humor, but the dialogue, I feel like they don't go more than 10 to 15 seconds without a joke happening. And the dialogue is just stupid. But it's I enjoy it so much. So I'd probably go with Airplane. I still think about like they have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the co-pilot for some reason. You have like all these weird people on an airplane. There's people dying. Leslie Nielsen in his first ever comedic role is in that movie, and he's just the straightforward doctor. I still remember the one line where like, yeah, so everybody's sick on the plane because they ate the fish, and then anybody who didn't have the fish would have had to have had the steak. And they're like, doctor, what did you have? It's like, yes, I remember, I ate the lasagna, and it's just something stupid like that. I was like, that wasn't an option, but it's funny, you know. So you have that. At one point, he's pulling eggs out of a woman's mouth like a magic trick, and then a bird comes out of one of the eggs. He's doing a like a what's I think he's like helping a woman give birth at one point on the airplane. You have this. There's a bunch of people who were beating this one woman because she was hysterical, and she was something. It was like just so much happening. It's just so much chaos. It's amazing. Anybody who hasn't seen Airplane, I highly recommend it. And just pay attention to the dialogue. It's funny as hell.
I was about to ask if Snoop Dogg was in that one, but I think that was Soul Plane.
That's Soul Plane. That was like 30 years after Airplane. Let's see the next one here. If you saw a ghost right now, what would your reaction be? That's
I
easy.
I've actually gotten into this YouTube channel, Bizarre Bub, where they
Mm,
show a bunch of like ghost footage or like footage ghosts caught on tape or just freaky supernatural events. And
yeah,
a lot of I've seen these videos where these people like run up even further, like, oh, what is that? But me, honestly, as soon as I'm like I see something that shouldn't be, I'm running. Like I'm out.
yeah.
I'll be like, if I saw a ghost right now in the back of my camera, I'm going through that door and out as far as I can. Like
See, complete
running.
opposite. Complete opposite. Yeah, it's funny because it's like if right here, if you saw a ghost right now, what would your reaction be? Move over, get it on here, get on the podcast. What do you have to say? Why are you here? What's happening? I want to know. Like I am the person who, if there is something that's happening, I am like, "Oh, let me go towards. I want to see what it is. I want to see what's happening. There've been
Oh man.
instances. Yeah, but it's not even that. It's not about like being scared. If it's something scary, I'm gonna be scared. I'm not saying I'm brave, but it's like I want to know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my mom, she was on the podcast around Halloween time. Go back and check that out. She had one of the best intros ever. Her hair was all in front of her face. It was scary. But she's on that episode. She talked about how she's experienced a bunch of weird, different supernatural things. And there have been things where before when I was living with her, where I remember, for example, one time she was like in an attic. I might even said this on the podcast. I don't know. And something was like, it was like a ball of socks or something for some reason was up there and was like thrown at her. And she thought it was me messing around. I was not there at all. So she at one point she that happened, and I think it happened like again, and she freaked out and like ran down from the attic. And I remember as soon as she told me, she was like all nervous, like, "What's going on?" She's like, "I think there's something up there." So it was like awesome. I legit ran up, and I was like, I'll play catch with you. Throw me the ball of socks. I'm down. Like, let's do it. Like, I want to see what it is. I want to see what's happening. I want to experience it." So
Balls of steel over here. I'm a
it's not
more
a
of a
bravery thing. Yeah.
survivor mentality. I'm like, nope. That thing it could be malevolent. I'm not risking it. It's gonna follow me for the rest of my life.
Yeah. No, I mean, I owned a Ouija board when I was young. I used to mess around with it, but nothing ever happened. So it's like I go looking for this stuff, if that makes sense. I go looking for it. I want to experience it. But
I told my girl when we get a house, like, no Ouija boards, no. No creepy dolls, no porcelain dolls, and no Ouija boards.
Oh man.
Yes.
What
Uh,
is do you want to do the next one or do you want to skip a few? Because I feel like these are supposedly the easy ones.
what was something you did because you thought was cool, but now makes you embarrassed? I'll answer this one real quick.
I can't think of
Um,
anything.
Fountain pens. I love fountain pens. I think they're so cool, but I do get a little embarrassed showing people when they ask or if they're looking at me. It's like, leave me alone. I like them. um,
Actually, let me see if
that's
I
it.
do this. Do we get a bigger picture? Nope, that's the same. No, let's do this. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
that's cool.
what's it called? Yeah, I can't think of anything. I've never been cool. So it's one of those things where it's just like I've never really been embarrassed. Um, so it's like one instinctively, it's like, oh, you like wrestling. A lot of people think that's embarrassing. I was like, I kind of don't though. Like I'm legit wearing a wrestling shirt right now. Like I rep wrestling everywhere I go. So I can't think of anything. Let
Okay.
me see.
All
In the
right.
zombie apocalypse, what would be your winning strategy? We've done 2 podcasts on this topic already.
Just a quick answer. I think I would say the most important thing is to surround yourself by the right people, really, honestly.
Yeah, that's a solid one. For me, I recommend just going back and checking out one of our 2 zombie apocalypse episodes on the LWG podcast, where you can find it on your favorite podcast platform on youtube.com, just search Los Wise Guys, or go to loswiseguys.com where you can be inside of us. Um,
Insider. Yeah. Those wise
uh,
guys insider. That was a nice plug, by the way. That was so smooth.
oh, thank you. I try. I try. I do this, by the way, randomly when I'm at home or just talking to people at work. I legit will just transition to a conversation and just do a plug for the podcast. Um,
Perfect.
let me see. If you could pick one job you would instead delegate to robots, what would it be? Dishes. I hate doing the dishes. Like I really hate it.
We have dishwashers already. I guess we have robots.
I've never trusted a dishwasher. Anytime I've used a dishwasher, it was broken or became broken. And it's not me. I look it up on YouTube and on Google how to load it properly and all that stuff. They just come
That's
pre-broken.
that's pretty true. They just generally just spray and do random stuff. They're not
Yeah.
getting into the crevices. I don't know what job. Uh, man. I feel like we have robots for everything good already. Like we have robots that fly planes. We're working on robots to drive cars. What else do we need?
Um, one thing I
Robot
know, and I
teachers.
yeah, one thing I know, and I feel like Eslam would agree with me since he does the brunt of it. Editors for video and audio. A robot that can just
That's
edit your content for you. That'd be really cool. If it's like, here, just fix it, put it out there.
yeah. I mean, they're already making AI, so like AI is already doing people's homeworks. I think the last South Park episode or something was wrote by AI. Like robots are already taking over, dudes. Like it's not too far away.
What is so funny? So I know AI is obviously artificial intelligence. Me playing basketball back in the day, I can't help it. Every time I hear AI, I think Allen Iverson. So you're just like, yeah, you already got Allen Iverson doing the robots. You got robot Allen Iverson teaching kids how to do the
Can
homework.
you
It's like,
imagine that? He's like,
just
and this is how you cross over.
just Allen Iverson just out there, just helping the world. Let's
That's an
see.
amazing.
What thing could you buy that would make a cashier the most uncomfortable? I feel like it would have to be a
Oh,
series of things, right?
wow.
So I'd
Yeah,
be
one thing alone I can't really.
like it would have to be one thing alone. You have to think, all right, what's something like weird in like a sexual manner, probably. But it's just like you have to make them think. I would say so. It's like, okay, what would make them the most uncomfortable? You get, let's say, rope, right? I would say some type of lube and like a bunch of Jolly Ranchers.
I'm
Like,
thinking NyQuil, lube, and I think that's it, really, honestly. Like,
yeah,
what kind of crazy night are you having? Just, I'm
yeah.
trying to beat off before I fall asleep.
Yeah, and it's funny, they just asked you, it's like, "Oh, big night?" It's like, "Yep, I'm on vacation," or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. Just
I got the
something random.
weekend off.
Like, "Oh, son, you got a big night going?" I was like, "Yeah, I ordered Chinese." Like, just something completely random.
Indian tonight.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Something along those lines, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see. If you could text someone without that person ever knowing it was you, who would you text and what would the message be?
I don't know. That one's
I can't
uh,
answer that one. I don't know.
the president.
Fix it. Just
Lower gas.
what we got in this image?
Stop messing with the guns.
Man, this is a happy group of people.
That
Look at that.
that's a hot take. Oh yeah, oh yeah, they're having a good time. Way better casting or like
Oh, yeah.
auditioning than that first one. Those
Yeah.
kids were like tortured. They still think they're tortured.
Yeah, I feel
Although
like it's just the
that
older
one
models,
chick
they just get it.
that one chick looks like she like just farted silently, and everyone's just
Yeah.
so happy. His mouth is open.
Yeah, but she also feels like she might be forced to be there. Like, she's just like, "I was invited here, but I actually had other plans, but we had to make this part of them."
She looks like she's never faked a laugh in her life, and this is her first time. She's like,
That's me. That's me. I faked laughs, but they never come out good. What we got?
eh, never been in Vegas.
Same. Dude, skip it. What is that one food you would never share even with your significant other?
Chinese food. She doesn't even like the meal that I like, so I it doesn't matter. So
What's that? What's the meal?
I like boneless spare ribs with like pork
Okay.
fried rice,
Classic.
and
Yeah.
the one that I go to now has like this salt and pepper like fish that's like
Okay.
breaded
Yep.
and
I know
seasoned and
exactly what
stuff.
you're talking about. Yeah.
I really like that. Oh, Chinese food is just like my weakness. It makes me go crazy.
I love Chinese food. It's funny since I still haven't eaten and it's 4:13 now. I am gonna attempt another DoorDash. I'm debating maybe I'll do a Chinese. I don't know. We'll see.
Mm.
But yeah, what
What's
is
your
one
go-to order?
food
What are you gonna order?
if I get Chinese, it depends. I kind of change it up depending on what I'm feeling. I don't know. I would legit have to look at a menu. I do like the boneless spare rib. Sometimes I like the bone with the rib. Um, I do that sometimes because some places when they do the boneless spare ribs, the sauce they use is way too sweet, and I want more of the savory. And this place does that. The place that I order from here, so I would get the bone in, so you don't have too much like basically like sweetness on there. I want to taste more of the meat, and you get that with a bone. Or I could do the shrimp with broccoli. I'm a big fan of that.
Mm.
General Tso's chicken. There's a lot out there with the house special fried rice. Pork fried rice is great. I love it. But when you're really feeling it, you gotta get that house special. You know what I'm
Aha, this man is cultured. I like that.
saying?
Mm.
So let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I have no problem sharing food with people. Like I don't. I mean, I do. I don't like sharing. Period. But if I have to share, it's like yeah, whatever. I don't care. Maybe a hot dog. I don't think I'd share a hot dog. I don't know.
Yeah, I
What
mean, uh, I'll get her on plate.
what we got here? If your horoscope tells you to win the lottery today, no, I'm sorry. If your horoscope tells you you will win the lottery today, would you buy a ticket?
I don't, who's
I
selling me
mean,
my horoscope? Because I don't really check any. Like, I
I
don't
don't
know
believe in the
whatever.
horoscopes or the lottery. So, I mean, depends how much is a lottery ticket.
I don't know. It's like $2.
Yeah, fuck
Is
it.
that
It's
how
too
much does it make me? If I'm there in the store already, like a
exactly.
gas
It's like
station
if
or
it's
7-Eleven,
there,
I'll do it if I got cash
if
and stuff.
if Allen Iverson's willing to go out there and get me that ticket, I'll give him $2. Here, get this for me,
Hey,
Allen.
if Alan told me to go right now, I would do anything.
Are you talking? This is number six
This
from the
horoscope
76ers. He knows. Was it 6?
AI
No, or was it
horoscope.
3? I forgot now. I forgot his number.
let Alan let Allen Iverson tell you.
Alright. If you
um,
only have 1 day to spend $1,000,000, how would you spend it?
all on Chinese food for a year,
Wow,
like
that's a
for life.
lot. That's a lot. It's gonna go bad. You're not gonna eat all that.
No, I would a day. Man, can you even buy land in a day? Can you buy anything substantial in a day like that? I would buy a
I
bunch
would
of. Can you buy a bunch of cars? Something that I can like
I would
maybe hold
try
on.
to yeah, I would put it into something that would make me more money, like some type of investment, or if not investment in an actual, like, investing thing, like
Yeah.
invest in something else, like invest in like, hey, this celebrity is successful. They need this much money. I don't know why they don't have it. They're a celebrity, but like, yeah, and then you give me this much back. I'll do it. Like something like that. Something that would just net me more money back, I guess.
Yep.
Boring
That
answer.
pretty much sounds like it.
Yeah.
We're in our 30s. We gotta start thinking about our future. um,
um,
yeah,
let's
something
see.
safe. I, you know, maybe I'll get a car. I don't even know. Yeah, a car, I guess, something nice, and then invest.
No.
Um, I would give oh, I guess I can't spend. I would buy some shit for my family too, because I like to give
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
Trick loaded
absolutely.
kids.
That's the thing. It's just like I feel like with all what I would like to do, I would probably need more than $1,000,000 nowadays. 2023, the $1,000,000. How far is that going to get you, really? You know?
$1 million, like 100,000. Like,
Yeah. I mean, granted, I'll take either one of those, but still, it's like I feel like for
I'll take
all that
50
I'm trying to
bucks.
do, yeah, for all that I'm
No,
trying to
yeah.
do, I would need. So that's why I was like, I would try to use it to make more. Excuse me.
Yep.
And let's
Hmm.
see, what's the worst present you've had to act that you really wanted when you received it?
Oh wow. I don't want to put no aunts on blast. I won't say her name, but one Christmas I got a toy model like Chevrolet pickup that I like. It was just a toy model car. I don't know. I,
Yeah,
it
I
was
got a little bit of backstory with Bud. If you let me think, you keep talking about yours.
you know what was heartbreaking about that was like my one of my cousins had gotten a guitar.
Mm.
And so I guess, I was young and comparing myself, and I like got this model like Chevrolet tow truck, pickup truck. It's like, I don't know, it just wasn't even a cool looking truck. And then my cousin got a guitar, and if anybody knows me, knows that I love guitar. So this was before that I like really got into guitars, and I was just like, that's way cooler than what I got. Like I was looking at this car like it's like I don't. Thank you. Like I had to like suck everything up and just be like, this is amazing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want to make her feel bad or anything, but yep.
I'm looking it up. So, yeah, I'm putting my dad on blast here. So, years ago, there we go, I found it. Years ago. Now, this was during the Xbox 360 era where I was already getting to the point where I was just like, "Hey, I'm old enough to buy my own games, so anytime there was something I really wanted in a video game, I just went out and bought it," you know? And then my dad, great dad,
Okay,
he wants
you're your
to
own
he
man over here.
yeah. My dad, he's a good dad, he's a good father. He wanted to get me something. He knows I like video games. He wanted me to get me a video game. What do you get for somebody who goes out there and gets his own games? You know what I'm saying? And especially if you know nothing about games. So what's
A
he
game
gonna
you
get?
already got.
No, I wish. So what he decided to do, it was just like, don't go for the quality because he doesn't know. Go for the quantity. And there was this thing for the Xbox 360 called PopCap Arcade Volume One. PopCap's greatest hits. S so mind you, on the 360s
Sounds
where I
like a
played
great game.
so on the 360s where I played, like, Mass Effect and I played, like, some of my favorite games, like Assassin's Creed was on there. It's not one of my favorites, but yeah, that or I play NBA Live at the time or whatever great game I enjoyed. And then I got this, and it was just like, "Awesome, this is great." He's like, "There's 4 games in this one game." I was like, "I see." I see the 4 games, and they were what the games are, were disco? It was Feeding Frenzy, one where you play as a and mind you, I played all these games, where you play as a fish who has to eat other fish, and it's like the screen just stays still, and then you have all the fish going around, and you're the one fish, but you could only eat fish that are smaller than you, and then you increase in size, and then you start eating the biggest fish. Now, if I remember correctly, I think you also have to avoid like a fisherman trying to get you, so you have to like avoid a hook or some shit. So you're just going out there and you're eating other fish. That's the whole fucking game.
I
And
just
then
picture you playing it with your dad behind you, cheering you on, like, yeah.
so that was the best
What?
one. Then we had Zuma, which was like you're a frog, and I think if I remember correctly, Zuma was kind of like oh man, what was that other game? Peggle, but not fun. Um
Oh, I love Peggle
Peggle
too.
was great. I love Peggle. I want
Yeah,
to say
yeah.
Zuma's like Peggle. I could be wrong, but you're like a frog in the middle, and you would shoot around you. or
Mm.
you would eat, I don't fucking know, something. You had that, then you had Bejeweled 2. I never liked Bejeweled,
I
ever.
yeah, me neither, yo. That's the best game like combo ever. Whoever
Yeah,
decided that is just like
and then you
this, they're
had
gonna love this.
Astro Pop, which I had to look it up because I don't even remember how it plays. It looks like it's a brick breaker where, basically it's one of the ones it looks like you have a little spaceship at the bottom of the screen, and you're shooting things at blocks up top.
Ah, yeah.
4 games in 1. I remember getting this, my dad's like, "Yep, I got you 4 games in this one game." I'm like, "That man," I'm like, "That thanks,
He's
dad,
probably
that's
proud of
great."
himself too. He's like, yeah, he's gonna love this.
I could
One
be wrong,
time,
but I remember one time he was like, "Hey, how are you playing that game that I got you?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fun."
it's really good. One time, Burger King had came out with this like uh Xbox game. I think it was called Sneaking.
Okay.
So
Yes.
we
Yes, I
gifted
do
that
remember
we
this.
gifted that to my cousin for like Christmas, and it's like the cheesiest game ever.
That's hilarious.
Oh
I
man,
do remember that. So, sorry that was a
yeah.
long answer, but that just brought back memories.
No, yeah, no, that's awesome. This the questions are to get down to the truth. Now we're learning about you. That's crazy.
Absolutely. How are we doing on time? Because we got
It
yeah, we're
says
doing fine.
42.
We could do maybe a few more. Let's do the rest of the ones we got on screen. How's that sound?
Let's scroll down because these are the warm-ups.
I was about to say if you want to do that earlier. I'm gonna just shoot randomly. Hang on, let's see what these people are doing.
Oh, they're having a
They're
blast.
having a good time. They got a lot of
Man,
people in on this one too. They went all out.
for real, I can't even remember that last time I had that much fun, man.
That is crazy. You know why they're having fun, Disco? I have an agenda here because they put the phones down. You know what I'm saying?
It's because
They're not on
it's
their
because
phones.
they all have cute blouses and they have really cool, fashionable clothes that represent who they are inside. That's
Yep,
why they're happy. What do we get
that's
as
why.
men? We get uniforms. We're we're streaking with duty,
Jeez,
obligation.
what is happening right now?
I don't-
This next one looks like it's women at work, but just having a good time at work. Like they're on their lunch
this
break, or they're like, you
this
know
looks
what?
like it's taken by a voyeur cam. Like, what kind
Yeah,
of angle is that? Like, somebody's
yeah.
sneaking pictures. Like,
And they're from below, so you could tell like they went up there to like try to
they're trying
find
to
them.
get skirt pics. Yeah, this is
It's like this
disgusting.
is
What
weird.
kind of
Yeah,
ad
like
is this?
they were having a good time though.
They
Up until
were.
this gentleman came. I'm just going down a little bit more. These
No,
people
yeah.
are praying.
Oh wow.
Hang on, hang on. So sometimes it's fun to add something a little flirty and sexy to the mix. And what image do they choose? Just
Holding hands.
just
Like it
holding
looks like they're
hands.
praying.
That's the image they chose. I
Praying
love
is
it.
sexy. You should pray too.
All right, I just want to scroll down, look at these people, and then I'm gonna pick one at random. This guy, he don't
No,
want to
yeah.
be here. He don't want to be here.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
'Cause
I feel like she's just talking and they don't really care.
I
She
feel
must be
like
the
this is
boss.
a yeah, no, I feel like see to me it's like a self-help group or an AA meeting, and they're all finding help, and he just feels like he doesn't need to be there. Like he has his addiction under control.
he's, he's like, I'm fine. This is court ordered.
Highly recommend you guys watch the video version of this podcast. All right, so let's do that. What is happening?
Is he pulling? Are they
He's pulling
playing?
something out of a hat.
They're playing dinner games at
Yeah,
a
so
restaurant. That's wild.
so hang on, Disco. Right here.
They're announcing the raffle
Yeah,
winners.
so right here, I want to see if you could see the same way I see it. So right here, when I first saw it, I thought this man is paying for a check and he's not happy.
He's like, "What the hell did you order? This is
It's like
seven
I'm not
daiquiris."
paying for the calamari, and she's like it's fine. Just let me look at it. It's okay.
It's like, "Babe, just put it in your Amex."
Yeah, but no, he's just pulling something out of a hat. All right, so let's check out these questions.
Oh man. Oh wow. These are supposed to be the top ones. They're just like,
I don't know. I just jumped down. Oh, these are the fast ones. These are the fast ones you just go through. Do you want to check these out, or do you want to just do other ones?
okay. This is like a rapid. Okay, we can do that.
All right, go for it. Real fast. You ready?
Real quick. Okay.
You go
Small
first.
dogs or big dogs? Medium-sized dogs.
All right. Dream job or dream person?
Dream job or dream person? Dream job. I already have my dream person.
All right. Favorite season?
Favorite season? I'm gonna say summer because I like sweating.
Go for it. Favorite thing about your best friend?
Favorite thing about my best friend? The loyalty and Genuine care.
All right, celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush. Oh man, Jason Momoa.
Visit family or have fun with friends.
Uh, man. Oh man, it's supposed to be quick. I feel terrible, but I'm gonna say have fun with friends.
All right, so you got that. Lust or love at first sight.
Oh, honestly, I'm gonna be real. Lust, because
Mhm.
like logically, all I know is how they physically look. So I'm just gonna be like, that's
Mhm.
physical attraction. I feel like that's more lust.
Smart answer. Smart answer. Pie or cake.
Cheesecake.
There you go. Sin or virtue.
Oh, virtue, because
Okay.
Jesus is watching.
Giving gifts or receiving gifts.
I like receiving gifts. Gifts is one of my love languages.
Okay. Most embarrassing moment.
Shitting in a river in Puerto Rico.
I love you, Disco. You want to run these for me real quick?
I got you.
Before
I
we go.
got you. I got you. All right, here we go. Oh, I try to scroll on the my side.
My
All
bad.
right. Small dogs or big dogs?
Small dogs, easier to throw around and play and wrestle with.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. Dream job or dream person?
Dream job,
Okay, okay, okay. Favorite season?
winter.
Favorite thing about your best friend?
Oh man. Same thing as you, loyalty. I feel like loyalty is a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Celebrity crush?
Oh man. Celebrity crush. Avril Lavigne. I like her music.
Avril Lavigne. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a throwback. She was cute.
Yeah.
I had a big crush on her too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be your skater boy. Visit family or have fun with friends?
Oof. That I. Hmm. Well, one of them implies that it's fun, so that one, the fun with friends.
Yeah.
The other one doesn't say fun.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's there. They're leading the witness. Lust or love at first sight.
I don't really have a preference. Whatever's easiest.
Yep. Pie or
That's
cake.
legit. My pie or
No, yeah,
cake.
that makes sense.
Yeah, pie or
I feel
cake.
like it's one or the other. It's like
Yeah,
either some people don't even believe at love at first sight, and
man, it's like
lust is definitely a thing.
I don't really care
Um,
much either way. Like, it's like whatever
yeah,
gets me out of there quicker.
yep. You
Um,
said cake,
Pie or cake? No. Actually, probably steak. If anything,
steak,
I don't like
steak cake.
desserts.
He's like cannolis. Sin or virtue?
Probably virtue. Sin tends to be bad. I don't like bad.
Yeah, I feel like sins will get you in trouble. Like,
Apparently,
and
yeah.
I'm not trying to have like a bunch of drama in my life. So,
Yeah, I just want it to be easy.
yeah, giving gifts or receiving gifts.
I would say receiving, simply because I hate giving gifts. I hate receiving gifts too, but giving gifts is so difficult. I don't know what to get for people. I'd rather just receive it and pretend I like it.
Here's a gift card.
Yeah, like yeah, that's legit what I would do. It's the easiest gift. Let's be real. Just here,
The best
fucking get what
gift.
you want.
It's just like cash, but not.
Exactly.
So
Or you want cash here, take cash. Well, that's work for me. I have to go get cash. It's a whole fucking thing.
no, you can't do cash because then it's just like you're paying them off. It's like, oh, you think you could buy my
That's legit what I'm
affections?
doing. That's what I do when I'm
But
getting
it's not
somebody a
the
gift.
same if you get a gift card. It's like, it's a gift though.
See, my intention was never to make them feel good. My intention was like, here, just we got through it. Let's move to the next phase of our life.
Most embarrassing moment.
Oh man, most embarrassing moment. I think probably in first grade. I want to say, yeah, I was in school in Puerto Rico, similar to you, except I didn't shit in a river. I pissed myself in class.
Well, you
Yeah.
ain't cool unless you pee yourself. So I mean,
Yep.
man, you're cooler than
Yep.
me.
Yep.
Let's do like one or two from like the good questions,
I'm going
and
to
then
the very end. These are more fast ones. Okay, so let me go up.
uh, yeah.
Sorry, visual people, you're seeing a lot of scrolling.
Okay, let's see what we got.
You want to do these? They get to the root
Let's
of who you are as a person.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do a
All right,
couple from here, and then
I'm gonna pick some
let's
at
call it.
random here. Just go right
Yeah,
there.
something juicy.
All right. Uh, the first one's solid.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a tough one.
What is
What
one?
is the
Yeah, go for it.
what is the one thing that makes the future scary for you? Um, man, honestly, for me, I want to say like global calamity, like due to weather,
Mm.
like crazy tsunami just wipes out California, or like crazy tornado. Because I just feel like the weather's going so crazy. Even in California, like last or maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was hailing over here. I like took a video. I was like, California's not supposed to do this. Um, I came to California for the beautiful weather and the sunny days, and it's just been crazy these past couple months. So I don't know. So I feel like um, what a global calamity due to weather. How about you?
That yeah, no, that's a you that is like, the answer you gave is like, "Hey, Disco's a better person than me," answer. Your thing's like on a global scale, worrying about everybody. Me is just me personally. M so my thing, it's legit though. What is one thing that makes you that makes the future scary for you? I don't want to say getting old, but it would be losing my memory. Now I know we joke about all the time on the podcast how Disco has Alzheimer's. I mean, sorry, Eslam has Alzheimer's. Disco, you have dementia, and I'm the one who like I remember most things. I actually do pride myself on remembering things pretty good, so I don't want to lose that. I don't want to something as simple as Spike, my first dog ever. I don't want to ever forget him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to forget about my sisters or my parents or you guys even. I don't want to forget that and be like, if I'm in a situation where I'm old now and somebody shows me a picture of like, let's say you and Eslam, like I don't know who these guys are. Like that's like heartbreaking for me, you know?
That's actually a really good answer.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's kind of like runs in, or not Alzheimer's, but like dementia, I guess.
Hmm.
My grandfather had dementia, and I think my grandmother, like towards the very, very, very end, she was starting to get it, and so it's definitely. And after seeing that movie, I think it was like called Father or something, or Grandfather or
The one
something.
with
I forgot
Anthony
what it's called.
Hopkins you told us about. See how good
Yeah,
my memory
yeah,
is? You see what I'm saying?
yeah. Ah, man, he's so good. You always remember everything. So sharp. But yeah, that I always mention it when we talk about it because it
Yeah.
really is just truly like an amazing depiction of Alzheimer's, and it's just so scary the way they show it because it's like you really get so scared when people leave the
Yep.
room because it's like you're gonna forget that, and you know you're gonna forget that, and
Yep.
but like there's nothing you can do,
Yep.
and then once that happens, you kind of lose yourself, and then uh, you just have to wait until that next moment of coherency again. It's like
Yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
terrifying, terrifying.
Absolutely. All right. So we got that. This next one here. If you could write a book about your life so far, what would be the title? I like this question.
Um, from Lord to Mpe.
Nice. I love that. um,
uh,
see, my life so far. Honestly, it would be of course it happened, if that makes sense. As anybody who knows me or has watched the podcast, or listened to the podcast knows I'm a very negative person, and, I have horrible bad luck. Aslam has said multiple times, "How am I not like a super villain with the bad luck that I've had in life?" But I feel like it's just everybody has stuff. I just bring mine to light, I think, more often than most people, and I kinda at times, I joke about it. I guess that's my coping mechanism. But, I feel like, yeah, it's like if something bad could happen to somebody, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna happen to me. So it's like, that's why I'd be like, "Yeah, of course that happened." Something along those lines. "Hey, I ordered food today and it didn't get here because the person decided they don't wanna pick it up." Of course that happened. So it's,
and
stuff
they were
like that.
at the restaurant. They're
Yeah,
just
they
like,
were
nah,
legit
you know
there and
what?
they're just like, "You know what? I don't wanna do this job today." And they just left and it's 4:35 and I haven't eaten today. So
They're like, oh, it's for Danny, Dan R. Ah, F that guy. F that guy. Last time I was there, he didn't even tip
yep, and I'm a really good tipper, by the way. That's a fun fact.
me.
Fun fact.
you
Give me
know,
food, world. I tip well.
Uber Uber has this new thing where it actually lets us know now, like, oh, this is a top tipper. So I was like, oh,
Oh, wow.
that's a cool, fun feature. So if you do tip, we get to see now, and we're more inclined to like take your
Nice.
orders
I'm big on
or
tipping.
or,
Yeah.
or ride. Yeah,
I don't do the percentage thing for tipping.
yeah,
I don't believe in that. It's like, "Hey, if you did really good, I'm gonna give you a really fucking good tip. If you did really
yep.
bad, I legit might not tip you, or I'm gonna give you next to nothing." It depends, like, what was it on Thanksgiving, I think it was, or Christmas, I can't remember, one of those big holidays. I ended up ordering some sushi, and I was like, "It's a holiday. I feel bad." The person, they were like on top of it. They were on point. I legit gave them, I think, I don't know. It was definitely no less than like $25 in tip. Um,
That's pretty good. That's pretty
yeah,
good.
that was like,
Honestly, the
and the
most
food
I've ever
wasn't that
gotten,
expensive either.
the most tip I've ever gotten just in general is like $40. And I
Yeah,
was like, whoa, like you don't
because
have to
that's the
tip this
thing.
much. And he was like, no, no. I was like, dang, I guess I did good.
That's I've done, yeah, because this one was like 25. Like I've done, I forgot what it was. It was a similar situation a couple years back, and I think I legit might have done that, exactly what you said, like maybe 40, maybe a little bit less. But I was just
Yeah.
like, it's a holiday, like they don't want to be doing this, but they need the money. Fuck it. I need this. I want this. They're doing me a solid. Here, take the money. It's fine.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta, if they're doing a service, man, and they're really helping you out, of course, give them that
Yeah.
money.
Why
It's
not?
only for me personally, and I know everybody has like different tipping rules, especially other countries and whatnot.
Yeah.
But if you're doing a service for me, I'll give you a couple bucks, maybe not a lot. I'm not rich, but
You do what you can.
unless you
Exactly.
dazzle me like in a way where I'm like, dang, this person was really on it.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Like if you really don't care, or it's like the service is really just very minimal or even worse than minimum, like
Yeah.
then I'll won't tip you. It's just like, bro, you weren't even trying. Like,
Were you with us? And I'm like, I guess I'm calling us out. Were you with us the one time we were at a restaurant? It was like a diner. I definitely remember Chris was there. I'm pretty sure Eslam was there. I'm pretty sure you were there. And we went to this diner, and the service was like horrible. It was just like the waitress took forever to get to us. Then when she finally got our food, it was wrong. Like we didn't get drinks till like way after we got our food. It was like the worst service like ever. And we legit would just like, we didn't leave a tip. Like period, straight up just didn't leave a tip. And as we were leaving to pay at the end of the diner thing, like they legit, the owner legit was just like, "Hey, how come you guys didn't leave a tip?" Like they called us out on it. I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like I remember Chris going off. It was just like, this is like the worst fucking service ever. It's like at that point we were just like, "You guys are lucky we were even paying for this." Like 'cause it was bad.
I want to say Tropicana, but I don't
It
know.
was a
I don't really
Tropicana.
remember.
I
No.
I I don't want to point out which one it was. It for sure was a Tropicana. It was
Okay.
yeah, it was further
Okay.
south in Jersey.
Okay. I don't think I was. I don't think I was
Okay.
there.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But it was bad.
Sounds like a
It was
crazy,
bad.
crazy, crazy time.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
What's the biggest lie you've told someone you haven't gotten caught until now?
Um, Biggest lie you've told someone you haven't gotten caught. Man, I don't like to lie. I don't know. Um,
Anytime I've told a lie, it's never been anything major. It's always just been like, my mom calls me. She's like, "Hey, did you?" I'm hungry, so I'm thinking about food. She's like, "Hey, did you eat today?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I ate." It was fine. I just don't want to worry her, like stuff like that. Nothing major.
yeah.
I don't
Um,
know.
yeah. The biggest lie is when you say, "I'm good." No, I'm good.
Pretty much, it's like you're having a shitty
Like,
day, but you don't want the person to be concerned. Like, no, I'm good.
yeah,
Don't worry about
yeah.
it.
I feel like that's like the biggest lie. Like, because
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like to be spoiled. When I was younger, I would fucking put it on social media. Oh, I'm sad. I'm angry. But now I'm just like, I'm old. I keep that shit to
I got time for
myself.
this. I got it's good.
Like, yeah, I
It's
don't
good.
like nobody cares in the end. Like,
Uh,
but what do we got here? What's next? What's the
what's the
lamest reason you used to break up with someone? Oh man, lamest reason.
Do they mean
Um,
lame as in, like, not true, like, it as an excuse, or, like, just straight up just a lame reason?
I'm not a player, so I've never been with too many people like that to be like, oh, she got buck tooth teeth or something. I don't know. I don't. I've never really.
Alright, so this is
Uh,
gonna be fucked up, but it's legit for me, would, basically along the lines of, like, I just don't wanna have to interact anymore, which is a T for me. It was, like, legit one of those things where it's like, it wasn't the greatest relationship at the point, and it was legit just like, I feel like we're just trying too hard. Like, I just don't want to put in the effort. Like, legit something along those lines. I was just like, it was honest though. Like, I could have said anything else. I was like, hey, I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, this is a lot of work. I'm not willing to put in any more effort. I don't want you to have to force to do like because it's not fair for that person either. At that point, it's like, do you really want to be with somebody who's like just doesn't really care at this point? Like,
Dragging their feet.
exactly. It's just like I feel
Yep.
like it's for the best. Like legit. Like I don't want to be a dick, but it kind of is like it's not you, it's me. But it is like I was just being honest at that point. I was like, I kind of just don't
Uh,
want to do it.
yeah, don't have it in me to like you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said,
Like
it's
you
an
from
asshole answer, but it's honest.
hey, honesty is better. I feel like, just
Yeah.
pull the band-aid off. Don't just like it's
Yeah. What's the point?
yeah, why drag it out?
Oh man.
Um, I don't think I've ever broken up with anybody. I always get broken up with because
Mm.
I'm a lot.
That's life.
Yep.
All
If you
right.
won the lottery, would you carry on working the job you're in now? Hell no.
No.
I I would finish my schooling and maybe
Yeah.
try to do some electrical stuff, maybe get like
Yeah.
my journeyman stuff, but I I would definitely be taking like a year off here and
Mm.
there and just try to jump in whenever just if I get bored. Because
Yeah.
I
I mean,
do like
first off, is how
electrician
much.
work.
Yeah. My thing is how much did we win? But still, like at the same time, it's like similar to the boring answer from earlier. It's like use it to invest in something of some kind. Maybe like schedule at work was like, hey, I'm done at this point. I'm not gonna just like call them up like fuck you guys, I'm out. Like I'm gonna do the right thing. Like, hey, I'm out. I'm successful. I don't need you. I'm just gonna work from this point to this point, and then you guys will never see me ever again. But no, I would do that, and then in the meantime, just like I said, make sure I invested in something, and then do what I gotta do. Just take care of my family, get stuff I want to get, do stuff I want to do.
Totally, totally. Let's scroll down a little more and choose just see if there are any juicy ones, and then we
All
can
right.
call it because
Yeah,
we're
we're gonna
already
have to
hitting an
call it
hour.
soon. Yeah,
Yeah. These are pretty good questions, though. I'll give it to you, Samadia. Samadia, I don't remember her name anymore.
I got you.
Her name.
I got you. Oh God, it's so much. Kinet
Oh,
Samadia.
Samadia. Okay, okay, okay. Good job with these questions. I'm actually really enjoying them.
How are
Some
these?
deep ones, some fun ones, and they got like the rapid fire.
Yeah,
Um, oh, okay, that's some pretty insightful one. I'll do it. Man, 3 words.
I
In
wasn't
just
even
three
reading that
words,
one. That's crazy. Okay.
in just 3 words, how would you describe the idea of real happiness?
Wow.
Wow. I'm
Wow.
gonna
That's
say
we have to end on this one.
you
That's
want
a
to save
good
it for
one.
last then? You want to choose two more then, or you want to call
I
this
think
just
because this
do
is
it?
gonna take me a minute just to come up with something. We might
I
need to
see,
sit
I
on
see,
this
I
one.
see. Okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
In just 3 words, how would you describe the idea of real happiness? Do you have anything?
I'm gonna say, man, this is tough. I don't know because you know how they say, ignorance is bliss. I
Hmm.
want to say
That's 3 words right there.
like authenticity,
Hmm.
you know, being real, being true.
Hmm.
But at the same time, sometimes knowing the truth hurts. Knowing the truth about society and all that stuff sometimes, can be like morbid.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of hard to choose 3 words. Um,
I
real
mean,
happiness. I'm gonna say authenticity because you need to be true to yourself at least.
hmm.
Uh, whether or not the world around you is being authentic with you is another question, but at least yourself, you need to be authentic. At least for
Hmm.
me, that's what I think is a part of being happiness. Um, companionship, having the right people around you, whether it's a romantic or just friendship. I think having the right stimulation in that regard can really bring happiness, and having like-minded individuals that kind of just stimulate each other and elevate each other and make each other feel good. What's other one word? Let's see. What else do I like? Real happiness. Um, either food and cats. I want to lump something together because I like both. Or you know what? Just stretch it to 4 words. Food and cats. I love food. It's essential to our survival, and
Hmm.
we are so comfortable as a species that we elevated food to the next level. It's like pleasure now. It's
Hmm.
leisure. It's not just survival. It's like how can we make the taste the best it can? I am just surprised how some recipes and just how
Mhm.
they some people are like, what if I fry this and or boil this first and fry this and all these different crazy recipes and I just love food and it's like a party in my mouth. That I think that's genuine happiness when you had a long day and you just eat some Chinese food, like
Yeah, man.
or,
Hot special,
or
hot
just
special
not
fried
even just
rice.
Chinese food, but just like some really good food. You know,
Yeah, man. I
food is
I
food.
feel you.
And
With
cats,
me,
just
just
because they're just so cute, man. They're so cute. I had my first cat like a year or two ago, and I really feel like I have a little baby girl there in that Luna. Luna's just so cute. She's unlocked this new love in me. She's just like a little person. I don't know.
yeah.
Like I can't wait to have my own kids, and then I'm pretty sure that's gonna be part of my happiness too. But she's just so cute. She's like very human like. She, like dogs, you could just call them over and they'll always love you no matter what time. Even if you abuse them, not that I abuse dogs, but like just to give you an example, like even if you abuse them and then call them over, they'll still love you. Like,
Well, I've
hey,
seen
what's up,
some asshole dogs. I don't
man?
know.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
about you.
Well, most dogs I feel like.
Yeah.
But Luna, she's like a real person, I'll try to love on her and she'll be like, nah, fuck you. And she'll like kick me off with her paw, like her back foot. And then, but eventually, she'll just hang around me and make me feel good. Just like it just feels good seeing her. And then she'll open up, be like, now I want to chill. And it's like a person, that you
Yeah.
like. Yeah. Like in real life, like if I had affection for a woman or whatever, eventually I would it's not like she's always gonna like me or whatever. It's like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it's a pull and push
Push and
pull
pull.
kind of
Yep.
like tug of war, and that's what
Yep.
I feel like with Luna. And it feels really good that when she does give me the affection, it's like yes, I get to embrace it. It's like real life. I had to earn it or something, and it
Yeah.
makes me feel really good. This stupid damn little cat, she just melts my heart, and it's funny because at first I didn't even want her. And Vanessa always rubs that in my face, like, "You didn't even want her." She'll tell that to Luna, "He didn't even want you." And then it's like, "Yeah, but I want
Yeah.
you now." And I'll like hug her and we'll just still like purr in my beard. And that purring too is just like instant serotonin. It's like, oh, she loves me. Ooh. And I don't know, I don't get that same feeling for dogs. Like I love dogs, don't get me wrong. But there's just something special when you're holding like a nice cat and it's just purring into
Mhm.
your beard and like it's like, this is my princess. I be telling my girl like, hey, watch your mouth, don't yell at my cat. Like I love cats, man.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, what's your happiness? I got caught up.
You're fine. With me, it's like the first thing I think of is nothing is more valued to me in life than time. Um, so it's like it's always just like making the most of your time. So it's like it has to be something involved in that, right? Where it's just like when in just 3 words, it's like first thing that came up to mind was take your time, like legit, just those 3 words right there. Where it's just like you just enjoy it. You know, what I'm just saying, just like I mean, I know a lot of times people are just like they want to go out there, they want to do this, they want to do that. I just if we had more time, we can do those things. We can sleep more, like we said. If you had 25 hours a day, would you do that extra hour sleep? Because I feel like nobody feels like they get enough sleep, really. But anything, man. Sometimes you need time to legit just sit down and do nothing. Like that. Everybody needs that. So, I mean, time is the most important thing to me. I think it always will be, to be honest. Um, so I mean, let's just go with that. Just take your time. That's probably it.
Yeah, and it's important to enjoy your time too. Like you don't always
Yeah.
have to be doing
Yeah.
crazy stuff to enjoy
Yeah.
yourself. Like extroverts have to like, or like daredevils always have to like push themselves to that like brink
Which
to be
is
like,
which is
this
great.
is a
Yeah.
good time. But
Yeah.
I personally just have fun at home. I'm very introverted. I like
Yeah.
just give me a knife and some wood, and I'll be whittling, and I'll be like, making stuff. I just like making stuff. That
Yeah. I
that's
mean,
that's
I'm
also part
never
of my
yeah.
happiness,
I'm never more
creativity.
happy than when I'm at home. Like, and that's a fact. Like, no disrespect to any other time I've gone anywhere with anyone else. It's legit just like nothing's gonna top just sitting at home. Like that's legit like the best. And I could be doing anything. Like I said it before, like anything I've ever really wanted, unless it's like crazy expensive, I've got myself. So it's like, hey, you want to play video games? I got every video game I want, unless it hasn't been made yet. It's like, you want to read a book? I'm like, I have the internet. I have a bunch of books here. I got comics. Like, I can legit do anything I want to do from home because I'm not a big active go out there and do stuff person. If I need to, give me the time and I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even for people who are extroverts, who are daredevils, give them more time too to do more of what they enjoy. That's why I feel like nothing tops time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm. I like creativity too. I just
Yeah,
love getting lost in a project and
absolutely.
starting from a random like idea, one little idea that may not even seem significant, and then just elaborating on it until it becomes something like, and it's like giving birth almost, just like, I had this
Yeah.
little idea and now it's this whole like
Yeah.
beautiful piece that represents me, and I think that's a part of happiness as well because
You
I
know what
just
it's like, a good comparison, it's like 3 guys in high school who come up with a stupid name, who then, they go on and that stupid name becomes their, I don't even know what to call it, our grouping, our organization,
podcast.
our podcast, our
It
website,
really is.
are like legit 3 friends just with a stupid nickname called Los Wise Guys, and then turned into, granted, I'm not saying we're hugely successful, but we have a logo, like like,
We got a little traction. We ain't no Joe Rogan or anything, but
nah, nah, I'll be
it's
honest, I don't wanna be a Joe Rogan, but that's a whole 'nother story. But nah,
it's
man,
fun. It's fun creating and putting ourselves out there, and
absolutely,
three dudes just kind of creating. I love that. I love that,
pretty
man.
much, man. I think that's a good, I
Yeah,
think
I
that's
think
a good
we
end
did it
point there. But yeah,
totally.
man, I think we're good. I know we were talking about doing some more stuff, Disco. Do you still wanna do that, or do you wanna, we've been over an hour now.
It's an hour 10. We
Yeah.
should definitely call it.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, well, if you guys enjoyed that, if you enjoyed us, if you answered some questions, that's great. I'm glad you had a good time. But, definitely come back and check us out in the future. You could always go like, subscribe, share, comment below, do all that good stuff. Once again, we are available on Twitch TV slash low, no, Twitch TV. What is it now? Damn, I always know it too, and I forgot. It's twitch.tv slash Los Wise Guys. Check us out on there.
Oh man,
Where we
that
do
memory's so good.
the live, because we don't have a thing for it. Where we do live episodes. This one wasn't live. Occasionally we have to do these pre-recorded ones. Go on to loswiseguys.com to see all of our content. We're going to put that link right there, which you don't need it. It's loswiseguys.com. You could check out all of our podcasts that we've done before this on your favorite podcast platform. Follow us on our social medias, which we have right there on the screen. And if you're listening to the audio podcast, you're going to see it in the description with our socials on there. Social media is not social security numbers. Maybe in the future we'll see. If we do a Patreon, if you give us enough money, maybe we'll be like, yeah, here you go, you could have our socials. And
What's
Disco,
let's get some final thoughts
I
real
was just
quick.
about to do that before we left.
Okay.
Disco.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
want you to forget.
no, you're
Okay.
good, you're good. I got you. Before we go, do you have any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I actually enjoyed this episode. It was just kind of like a random thrown together episode, but it was
Yeah,
really cool. Like I said, I enjoyed these questions. Sumania did a really good job putting in like a nice array of questions. They were
mhm,
stimulating and they were fun. They were deep. They were like insightful, and then the rapid fire questions, that was kind of fun too. It was
yeah,
perfect for the podcast, like perfect for an episode.
yeah,
Uh, and I miss Eslam. I hope he's doing good. The mountains of Ramadan have claimed him.
yeah.
So I just can't wait to him come back next week so we can do Last of Us and really, really
Get
give
into it.
you our meat and potatoes on what we thought of that show because
I've heard that in a minute. I've heard that a long time.
it certainly was something. Um,
Yeah. All
yeah,
right, cool.
that's my final thoughts.
All right. No, I agree with everything Disco said. My final thoughts. I enjoyed this. I think it was good. Kudos to you, Disco, for bringing this up. Great idea. And the good thing about this is we didn't answer all the questions. So if we ever need to come back and do this, even if we want to do this with Eslam or any other special guest, which we do have occasionally, we still got more questions to go. We even have more rapid fire questions. We only did a section of them.
Yeah, we only did like 10 of them. Yeah, so
Exactly.
man,
So this
it's
is
a
something we
gift
could
that
come
keeps
back to.
giving.
Yeah, if you guys like it, if you guys like answering these questions, or if you, like I said, we told you what the website was on there. You could always go out there and check it out. Once again, that would be thecoolest.com/hot-seat-questions. So check that out. You can answer these questions yourself. Maybe gather around with a couple of your friends, do a podcast, let us know, and then we can collaborate together and all become successful. But It's gonna take time for you to do that. So in the meantime, thank you and have a great week.